It's not every day that you see strength feats quite as extraordinary as the one we're about to talk about. Now, the big question, you guys know I love arm wrestling, and you guys know who the greatest arm wrestler of all time is, John Brzenk. Now, a lot of people have always asked me what would it take for somebody to become the greatest arm wrestler of all time, for someone to surpass what John Brzenk has done. And usually I say, no. It's just pretty much not going to happen because there's no one young enough that's strong enough. I just don't see it. All the people that are kind of in the debate so far just pale in comparison to John when it comes to the length of time in which he was dominant, in terms of how young John was when he rose to the top. So to become the next greatest of all time, to surpass John, to be the next Brzenk, you're going to have to get to the top of the world at age 19 and then stay there for about 40 years. 40 plus years, because at the end of the day, John's still going. Now, I remember a quick little story, before I get into this, a quick little story about John. And then we'll focus on this freakishly strong human that I've just come across. Okay, John, I remember asking him the question, how long did it take you to go from novice level to amateur, to low-level pro, to high-level pro, to elite level, to world champ? Now, this is something that, as an arm wrestling athlete and competitor myself, I understand, and everyone else goes through this journey where it's a grind. It's a hard slog to get through each one of those phases. And for most people, they'll never get there. They'll never get to the end, never get to the world title, let alone elite, let alone high-end pro, let alone low-level pro. That's still a big achievement. Getting to low-level pro on an international standard is a big achievement. When I asked John that question, he went, yeah, from novice to world champ, about 1.5 years. Crazy. And it was at age 19 that John became the world champion. He defeated the Levan of the day, and he did it whilst only being some like 90 kilos. Okay, the Levan of the day back then was Richard Lupkes. Richard Lupkes, the Leviathan, Richard Lupkes. Enormous man, giant human, ferociously strong. Okay, John defeated him. Became the overall #1 ranked arm wrestler in the world at age 19. Now, that, as I was saying, is the biggest factor why I've always thought, it's not possible for someone out there. Like, I just don't see it. I can't imagine a 19-year-old in this realm of possibility defeating Levan and doing it from a weight of under 100 kilos, like John did when he beat Richard. Now, Larry Wheels just released a video. Go and watch it. Go and watch the full thing, and you'll see how nonchalant and casual this dude is. I'm talking about Ivan Kuk.
Ivan, so thank you for coming on the channel. So why am I tuning in? Well, he may have the strongest grip of anyone I've ever encountered.
Ivan, I don't know if you've seen Ivan before. I don't know if you've heard of Ivan before. I hadn't. My dad called me when I was driving home from training today and said, you need to go and watch Larry's channel. There's a 19-year-old dude there that, oh my goodness. Okay, this dude will close. He closes in the video. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know what happens, go and watch it in its entirety, then come back. But spoiler alert, he closes the Captain's of Crush 4 like it's nothing.
Close it. Oh my God. There it is. Wow. There it is. That's definitely closed. Wow. You gotta feel proud after that.
Like it's nothing. He warms up. He warms up on the 2.5. He's just like that. On the 2.5, he just sits there, rolling through it like it's nothing.
All right, clap on the 2, no problem.
I think Larry's in awe as he's watching this. And as Larry says, there's no sweat on his forehead. Gets to the 3. No dramas. Larry has a crack at it. He misses the 3. Can't do the 3. Again, Ivan just rolls through the 3 like it's nothing.
Wow.
That's the warm up.
Then we get to the 3.5, and Ivan explains to us that there's this new new rule within the Captains of Crush certification that it has to be a credit card with the part, as opposed to what it used to be, where it could be parallel or whatever. Something like that. It's significantly harder now, and a lot less people are able to close it. And so he said, "Oh, look, I'll show you how an official close of a 3.5 is done," which is a list that's already incredibly small. I don't know how many people are on there, but it's incredibly small. 3.5 is beastly. And he just does it like it's nothing.
Okay, a bit closer, babe, please. 1 second. Don't close it yet. Oh, wow. Okay. No problem at all.
He puts the credit card with the part and just goes, yeah. And Larry's like, what? It already happened. And it's just like Larry was getting amped up thinking, okay, Ivan's going to have to psych himself up for this one, and it's going to be a big effort. Nope, the 3.5 is not a big effort. This 19-year-old dude just closes it like nothing. Yeah, then there's the 4. Now, the 4, as Ivan explained, there's only a handful of people in history that have closed it. Okay. All of the men in the past that have done so have been genuine giants. Have been people like, Magnus Samuelsson. Monsters. Okay, it's been a long, long time. And apparently, I think Ivan explained that no one has certified closed it with the credit card width. No one. There's only a handful of people, and that's using the old parallel start. So Ivan is on track to have the strongest certified hand in the world. Now, he doesn't close it with the credit card width, but he just closes it using the old set. He grabs it, gets ready, boom, closes it, holds it up. And again, there's no sweat on his forehead. There's no veins popping. He's chewing gum. He's chewing gum the entire time, casually.
Close it. Oh my God. There it is. Wow. There it is. That's definitely closed. Wow.
Now, this is an exciting thing when you're a fan of strength sports to see someone like this. Ivan may well be the next Brzenk. I don't know. He clearly is interested in arm wrestling. And in fact, jumped on his Instagram, and sure enough, there is footage of him and John arm wrestling. It was just recent. He got to meet John and gripped up with him, and what do you know? He looks pretty solid. Now, you can see John holds him with wrist flexion and pronation, but Ivan clearly coming forward in a press is his go-to instinctive move. And you can see, even though John is holding him, you can see that John eventually concedes, and there's an acknowledgement in the body language of John that like, oh, okay, wow, this guy is really, really legit and well put together. Look, I don't know. I don't know if Ivan's going to be the next Brzenk, but this is the closest I've ever seen when it comes to ticking the boxes of just the rare genetic freak anomaly, what on earth kind of factor that John has. What Ivan's doing at 19 with the Captains of Crush 4, I think already right now puts him at #1 rank in the world for grip. Correct me if I'm wrong, grip guys, but I think it is at 19. And you know what? And when Larry asked him how long has he been training or how regularly, he's like, I grip it once every week or two. The guy's a genetic anomaly. He's from that same planet that John Brzenk's from, and man, I hope that he takes to arm wrestling. He sounded like he was interested in arm wrestling. You could see he asked Larry, he said, oh, I'd love to get Devon down, to grip Devon, to Dubai. A lot of promise. He's got the ambition. He looks like he's got the bug. Ivan, I wish you well. Amazing stuff, brother. You're in that rare category of freaks. You're in the rare category where I genuinely feel like you, Ivan, you actually are in the position where I am willing to say you might actually be able to be the next Brzenk. Legit. I've never said that about anyone. I've never thought I'd ever even witness anyone. But look, odds are still stacked against you. But man, that degree of crazy freak nonsense strength at your age, I think that's what it takes as a start point. So I can't wait to see what comes next. I will be watching. If he, or Ivan, if you truly do get the bug and become genuinely committed to arm wrestling, oh man. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think. Ivan Kirk, crazy strong.